let's talk. Let's talk. Come and take a seat, girl. Let's talk. Let's talk. You've been working all week and you need to take a break. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Come and take a seat, girl. This is what you need. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm telling you, the mood is just right. Everybody looks fierce. Y'all look beautiful. This is such a beautiful Thursday, and I'm loving the vibes right here. It is Let's Talk. Are you on the hashtag Ibru Let's Talk? If you're not, you need to be. My name is Monique Betts.
My name is Ala, and I'm feeling shady because it's a Thursday, and I swear we're throwing shade at you. Like
Even the new
season,
is all about the shade.
I'm sorry, Shady Thursday is my thing.
And I am Lydia KM. I'm Dana DeGrazia. Hey everyone.
Nice. I love those introductions. And you know, earlier on I was, going through the fan mail, and everybody, I just said fan mail like it was 2003. Yes. But it is Throwback Thursday. Yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of people were asking about, what our favorite throwback songs were. And someone, Jane, you actually sent me that DM. You said, what are your favorite throwback songs? What are you listening to right now? What's your throwback song?
My throwback of life always is going to be Beyonce Crazy in Love, because
that's
it just
a throwback song?
Oh my God, I was just thinking Destiny's Child because of Beychella. Yes, it's Beychella.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
It's Beychella.
Say my name. It is.
It's Beychella.
It's
That's a good
Beychella.
one.
They put a Y in it sometimes, but let's be honest. It's Beychella.
Yeah.
Let's
what
be
about
real.
you, Ella?
I'm going freaky in the morning, freaky in the evening. That's my throwback song.
Perfect, I think so.
Spirit.
No,
I mean, there's
that's
several.
the first time I slapped a guy.
Yeah.
Like, because a guy dedicated this song, and I remember I was in primary school, and I was like, okay, nah.
So you slapped him when he dedicated the song. You slapped him.
He sang it to me in a circle.
Adina Howard.
No, as in honestly, Adina Howard. But he sang it to me in a circle when we were playing. Those games we used to play when we were kids. Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
No.
You were like,
Do you know, I was going to say, Brandy, I want to be down. But this whole week, I've been listening to this group called Swahili Nation. I don't know if you guys know that song.
Oh, yes.
It's called...
Many places, man.
Penzi, Hakuna Matata.
Oh, you're listening to Penzi.
Yeah, that's my
favorite
throwback jam.
is Many Faces with Two Face.
Yes, and just to remind you, you can also tell us what your throwback song is. We're live on Facebook. But before we get into our throwback songs, that could be like the whole show.
Yes,
Forever.
absolutely.
Yes, it's time for...
Lydia, want to take it away?
Hot talk.
Come and take a seat, girl. This is what you need. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Oh, it's been a shady week. And the one thing is, I actually thought after yesterday I was going to get better. But Hot Talk today has me confused. But we have good stories, bad stories. Dana, want to take this one?
Yes, I will take the lead. So the first story, I think we should consider it an inspirational story.
Is it?
Because it's Esther Wahome. She's opening up about her autistic child. Now, it's her son, and this hits really close to home for me because I'm about to do a very shameless plug. I used to do some volunteer work at an orphanage for the disabled, and it's called Total Rehab in Kasarani. Please contact me if you want to have anything to do with it. But first of all, having a kid is hard enough, yeah? I mean, having a child at any age, anyway, is also difficult to raise a kid. But then raising one with autism, it's a struggle that very few people understand. And so for her to come out and talk about it, it's powerful,
It's really powerful.
Especially because things like mental health, any sort of illness, it's kind of swept under the rug. It's like chini and maji talk when you come to an African nation.
Yeah, especially in Kenya, I find that especially any disabilities with children, it's like a hide them thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And
You're
for her
right.
to come out and be like, yes, I have a son who has autism, and this is life, and this is the struggle that we have. It's wonderful. It's inspiring for all those people out there who are just trying to hide the kids who have autism.
Yeah,
be afraid. Yeah.
Wow, would you like to read the receipts, Dee?
I would love to. I have always shielded my son from the media because for me, family comes first, she admitted. However, I believe my story can help people out there, so that is why I am speaking out. See, she said it right there. She knows there are other people going through it.
And she knows the impact of this,
It is impactful. And furthermore, I was actually watching a show about situations like this, about people who are growing up with disabilities, and it was a dating show.
Yes.
And what was fantastic is people were understanding people, maybe they also had disabilities themselves.
Undateables.
Yes, it's a wonderful show.
Amazing.
It's a wonderful show, because also what it shows people, especially if you've never had an interaction with an autistic person, it shows them that you're going to have a life.
Yeah.
Her son, she should know her son when he gets older will have a life.
Yes.
Okay, the name autism was very heavy on me when we first got the diagnosis. It was the first thing that we didn't know. We didn't know the first thing about it. Before we knew it, what we totally learned on God, we leaned on God in prayer and got the courage to go on. I feel, especially for Esther Wahome, especially because she's an icon, like literally, she's been an icon. And the one thing is I love her because she's blameless. She's like the one person who's like totally led a perfect public life. I applaud her on this. And you know, one thing about it is if we talk about Eric and Sheba also have an autistic son, autistic daughter. Yeah, so it's I feel a lot of people need to come and talk about it, because I hated the fact that most of these kids are hidden in the attic.
It's true.
I can't. That is so sad.
Yeah, so a lot more people.
I'm touched by this also because people do not know how creative autistic people are.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful
smart.
thing. And I
Super
feel
smart.
like when you give people a chance and you speak those affirmations to them, and also speaking about it means you're still my child. You're still part of this society, whether you're autistic or not. And I like that lately, there's been a lot of these things. I read about a Kenyan guy who was employing autistic people at his car wash. That in itself, in his own little way, you don't need to be part of any organization. You don't need to break the bank. Support these people in the best way that you can. Because again, as you said, I'm a mom. I'm thinking, you know, you can imagine, you know, the stigma at school and how this child is looked at. And people do not know how to talk to them, how to be around them. They are just unique and special, and you know, God's gift still. So Esther Wahome, you get a thumbs up this week.
Absolutely.
She does. And you know one thing about it is honestly, there's hope, because you know what, I'm partially deaf, but there's something a lot of people have never noticed about me. When I actually say it, people are like, you are? Because I talk a lot though. Okay, speaking of people who talk a lot and people I hoped would have kept quiet this week, there is a shameless lawbreaker. Can we please see this video? Because I want to actually walk out of the set, find him, slap him.
Take a look.
Hello? Why are you recording my car?
Why are you throwing trash?
Why are you recording my car?
Why are you throwing trash outside the window?
Can I put this down?
No,
Can I put it down?
no,
Where kijana?
no.
Unajua pako hiki hapa. Unataka nikupige na hii mawe sasa hii. Unarekodi mama yako na hii kitu.
Pasua kioo yangu, pasua.
You know,
Now I get you. Now
can I tell you
get
one thing? I love one thing. The amount of disdain I have for people like this is because, you know what, you're the first one to throw things out your window, everything, and then you're complaining Nairobi has no drainage. Like the governor's job is to come and pick up rubbish after you.
And then there's this guy.
There's this guy. And you know the one thing, I love the fact that he's a coward. You picked up a rock, you couldn't even use the rock. Why?
Imagine.
Insurance is nothing.
I loved how he changed his demeanor when he realized she was recording. Yeah. So you knew, like, if she wasn't recording, what would have happened to her? Would have been hearing the hearsays and people saying, "But what did she do?" Yeah. But this one is clear. The video is here.
And which world is he living in? We're filming everything. That's the first thing, okay? At least behave, even if that's not who you are, because he looks like a really mean person, and he gets the douchebag award of the week. He's just a but also, I think it's a bold thing that she did that, because honestly, I don't think I would do that. I would be scared to death doing that.
The way that women have to walk through the world, it's hard for us to call people, especially if we're alone. Yes. So it's good that she had the courage to record him. Yes. And she also didn't stop. Yeah. She's like, Sarah, I'll record you with that stone. I'll record you hitting my car. Like, I have your license plate.
But you see, this is the thing, yeah. As much as social media is helping people like expose these things, don't you feel people are just getting relaxed with recording? Like, go on, record.
I mean, in some instances, I think we wouldn't know.
But it holds people accountable.
We wouldn't know. I mean, everything has its pros and cons. Yes. Yeah. In this particular case, I think this guy is just one of those guys who's like, okay, he just had a wake-up call right there. But then again, you're right about that. I just think he kept going on and on. Like, at least just stop it and say, listen, I'm sorry.
Were you not scared that literally something like hideous, like this video is going to end in like something really horrible?
That lady,
now I'm wondering, people don't have anything to lose.
And you know, okay, sorry. Very many people don't have anything to lose. So when you have nothing to lose, you mess with people. Have you actually ever realized that people who have nothing to do with your success actually are like, okay, fine, you just do you, be unsuccessful in your own right?
I hate when people tell me, do you. Because you know what it implies, in my opinion?
You're giving permission.
Not only that, but when someone says, do you, I'm like, so doing me is wrong. Like doing me is wrong.
No, guys, speaking of doing you.
Oh God.
The next guy I'm going to tell you about, he tried to be himself. He tried to be a good person. He tried to get the thumbs up of the week. His name is Jeremiah. Oh. Well, I'm going to tell you, Jeremiah was trolled on Twitter. Like, I think he disabled that account because he tried to be that good guy. And, you know, Safaricom had a little bit of a hitch, technical hitch yesterday, and a lot of people got more bonga points awarded. If you know anything about Safaricom, is that, you know, you can get your bonga points. So people got more than what they intended to get. So remember back in school where there was me, teacher, me? Now, Jeremiah. Jeremiah was that guy yesterday, and he decided to say, to tell Safaricom that, you know, Safaricom, you know what, you were giving people more bonga points than they deserve. And all they did is say thank you. I don't know if they gave him anything more than that. But
all the hate from Twitter, that's what he gets in return. I'm sorry, I am one-sided about
Look at that lowest tweet, yeah? Okay, should I just read the whole thing? So this is Safaricom. He's saying to Safaricom, kindly check your bonga point system. Something's not adding up. Someone might take advantage of the loose system. So now, hey Jeremiah, this is now Safaricom. We applaud your honesty and appreciate your feedback. A resolution is underway. And now, of course, immediately someone has to say, we now cannot redeem bonga points because some guy snitched. I'm sorry, it's gone away. But essentially, he even said someone's going to take advantage of you. Of course, people are going to take advantage.
But you know, I think we're so good at being bad. We're so good at being bad generally that when someone is trying to be good, because this is like a good thing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, he wanted to do something.
Okay, ladies, I'm sorry.
We're too high.
Jeremiah, I'm talking to you too. Do you know those people who actually used to write? They used to write noisemakers, and you haven't been appointed prefect. Jeremiah, would you kindly? I am taking the Kenyan side on this one because you know one thing about it is no offense. For me, Safaricom, sometimes I buy data and then they send me, oh, your data balance is now 0. I'm sorry, their system is flawed, but when they're not taking advantage of people, you remember like back in the day when they used to actually have like go slows, and then you would make freak phone calls for like 3 hours, 4 hours. You were in that generation. No, Jeremiah, with people like you.
No, are you actually going to report us to KPLC? But Ella, there's the exception and the norm. Yeah, it is a good service. A lot of people, you know, complain about this brand, but they never migrate. You know, because there's good things about it.
Let me ask you, are
you need to decide? No, I'm just saying Jeremiah is a good guy.
Okay, but he's a good guy. But let me ask you. Yeah, let me ask you.
Can I tell you one thing? Here, hold on. who appointed you?
We're ready.
Who appointed you? As you know, this is a give back service, because you know one thing about it, for all their flaws, Safaricom has taken from me.
Thank you. So we're getting some
literally. This is just karma. You know, like one thing, if someone actually like steals from me and then basically they're stolen from, I'm like, okay.
You know what, guys? I feel like we could go on and on. I feel like we could go on and on, but we're going to bounce it to you, all right? Are you a Jeremiah on this earth? Are you the only Jeremiah left? Or, you know, you could get on that team. Get on the hashtag Let's Talk. This conversation will never end.
And you know one thing about we also,
let me just sip my tea.
Would you do that 26?
Yes.
8. Please text Senator Free Short Code 20268. Tafadhali, talk to us, call in, because you know one thing, I'm not the only one feeling this way.
Yes. Yeah. Would you do
and
that?
In fact, Jeremiah, reveal yourself. Yeah? No. Reveal yourself.
All right, moving on.
I just want to talk.
Yeah. Moving on. I know, you know, there's a couple of people who are thinking, you know what, I would do that good deed. So if you're one of those guys, get in on the conversation.
Yeah.
On an uglier note, and this comes from my point when I said that people are getting so relaxed with just recording things, it doesn't matter how ugly. So unfortunately, there has been a lady who was raped in broad daylight. Oh. This is River Road. This isn't like just Nauko Mashambani. This is in broad daylight. And someone is recording, and his people around are cheering the man on. The woman is screaming that she's being raped, and there's cars passing by, and this just goes on, and that's it. Nairobi.
Nairobi?
Nairobi.
But it's not Nairobi, it's Nairape. Okay,
yeah,
you guys, this is Nairaping.
This is really sad.
And how are we so relaxed? How are we so relaxed?
I saw this story and I was really shocked.
Let me tell you, personally, and this is going to probably hurt some people because it's coming from someone who's foreign, but let me tell you, something that disturbs me is the fact that Kenyans, and Africans as a whole, I think, are very desensitized to these things. Because even when Westgate happened, you're seeing photos circulating of dead bodies. Guys, we're exposing each other to this all the time, that when it happens, all of us, we form mob mentality and we say someone else will handle it. Yeah. Someone else will be accountable.
I agree with you on one thing about how, you know, the world, let me say the world, and it's not really African or Kenyan for that matter. I think we've seen, you know, riots abroad in the States, you know. You go to places where you see in France, you know, you get to know what the things that happen abroad because somebody filmed it. Yeah. Yes, people are taking this thing overboard. You should be helping this woman. You should be using this as something that can actually help someone instead of using it just to, you know, fuel that excitement. But I cannot say it's Africans who are desensitized, and it's not general to say that, you know, there's people who are just not human about it, right? I know human rights is on this. I know there's a lot of groups that are looking at it like, what the hell is going on? For me, I am looking at it on an individual level. Ella earlier on pointed out that, you know, we can blame the governor, we can blame the government, we can blame many people. But it comes to us. It comes back to us. Yeah. She didn't deserve this. We could be walking on the river doing our weave shopping. I don't know where you buy your hair, but this could happen. This could happen to anybody. I'm thinking we need to be safe on these streets. We do. All right. So let's isolate issues. There's two things. There's the security in this county and generally where we live, everywhere it is that we are. All right. There's insecurity literally everywhere, and the spotlight is now on River Road. There's been many places where people are saying it's insecure. The government needs to do something about it. The county government needs to intervene. But on a personal level, as Dana is saying, as a person, whether you're African, whether you're European, whatever it is that you are, nobody deserves to be filmed in such a position, in such a situation. Yeah. Let's say you are the lady who, you know, called out that guy who was littering. That's positive. That's a good thing. We can use this, you know, we can use these phones and use them to better our lives. But for that, for you to film that as a person, sharing these things. Yesterday we talked about someone sending me a video that I really, like, do you know anything about me? I don't want to see that. Yeah. I don't want to see some distasteful things on my phone. I still can't
unsee it.
You know, and I'm thinking, who are these people? It's because now Dana is looking at it as Africans or Kenyans, and then they're going to say Kenya is an unsafe place.
I'm coming from the outside.
Exactly, and it's looking really bad right now.
And I will admit,
I'm sorry if I get really pissed, but this is pissing me off.
But I'll admit that if something like this were to happen in the States, the difference is that in the States we have the ability to track down that phone, to track down that person, much easier than it is in Africa. And also, we don't have WhatsApp in the States. It's not as popular. So things here get circulated much easier. But I do firmly believe that this circulation of information has desensitized people in general.
Okay, I'm gonna actually be shady and just speak in general to Kenyans. The worst thing, you have realized, like literally, I'm only, active on Instagram. I'm not active on Twitter, I'm not active on Facebook. It's because when I go to Facebook, if it's a dead body, a gangster has been shot, if it's
there is no filter.
A rape, whatever,
there's no
if
filter.
it's the governor, you know, you guys have actually made that space ugly. It was to share your memories, you know. For me, like when I joined it, that was what it was about. But right now, basically, it is like we're unhappy, so that's what we spread. I feel as a generation, we need to assess our priorities because no one is making money off it.
We must change the narrative, and it starts with that one person who decided to take out their phone. I'm wondering if you're a better person than the person who was doing that. So
hold each other to accountability.
It's disgusting.
You send me that,
guys,
I gotta check you.
I need to change my teacup. Make sure you're on the hashtag Hebrew Let's Talk. Join us on the conversation, and we've got evening tea that is sizzling hot. You don't want to miss our guests right after the break.
Come and take a seat, girl. This is what you need. Let's talk. Let's talk. Come and take a seat, girl. This is what you need. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back.
Don't you just love this show? You can't miss evening tea right here with us on the table. And if you're joining us for the first time, you need to know we're on Facebook Live. No excuses. And of course, 2026-8.
2026-8, but
we got it right. All right. But first things first, we're not alone. We've got a beautiful superwoman on the table. It is Susan Kaittany joining us right here on Let's Talk.
Yay. I'm so happy.
I had to think about my words.
Can I ask you a question? Is it Kaittany or Kaittany?
Kaittany.
Kaittany.
Oh my God.
Lydia, are you
I've already asked her how to pronounce it.
It's Kaittany, and so it's one of those names you get married and you can't drop it. It's
No.
like who you again?
I feel the same way.
Are you one of those?
DeGrazia.
I'm married, and you know, I'm
Never.
My name is Dana DeGrazia because it just rolls
Don't
off.
change it.
No, the thing with me
that.
was different. I think it got better when I got married.
Yes.
So what was your
your name is
previous
a
name?
hashtag.
Oh wow, I'm sorry.
I had to, get that East African vibe going. So I hear you. Kaittany is such a beautiful name.
I couldn't.
You are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
And you are like an all-round woman. Business. You travel. First of all, the traveling part, major gel. How do you handle that? You're a mom. How does that schedule work?
So the thing is, I've been a travel agent since age 19. So my mom is a travel agent. My brother is a travel agent. I come from a family of travel agents.
Yeah.
So guys don't know that about me. I've been a travel agent all my life, you know, straight from high school.
Yeah.
And so I've traveled the world since that age as well. I think it's only now that guys are getting to see me behind the cameras, you know, but it's something that I have done, I have loved doing. I have, you know, the people who lead like the tours with the flag across China, across Asia, across Europe, that was me. From a tiny age.
Right? You actually have that vibe, by the way.
Right?
Exposure.
travel
It's called
vibe.
exposure.
Yeah.
If you're watching us at home, it's called exposure. It's a beautiful thing.
And the glow.
Oh,
The glow.
thank
can
you,
tell, can
thank
tell
you.
traveled.
Yeah, the thing about traveling is, gosh, it keeps you open-minded. It keeps you young. It keeps you happy. It keeps you vibrant. It keeps you dreaming.
Let's book the flight now.
Yes.
I like that question, you know, when you talk about it, and, you know, a lot of Africans, and I'll speak for my people, you know, they like to, you know, to think that travel is expensive.
Yeah.
And, you know, when do you get the time?
Yeah.
Especially when you have to be a mom, you have to be a wife.
Correct.
Slotting that in is a little selfish.
Yeah.
You know, if I decide to pack a bag and on my
I will tell you.
On my way now.
I will tell you, like, you have to love yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a mother. I've got 2 daughters, and I'm doing me, as you can tell. You must never stop doing you. So you have to travel with your girls, solo travel, you know. And the thing about travel is it's not expensive. I feel like as Kenyans, we drink a lot and party a lot and buy the Moët and the Hennessy and the I don't know what, you know. And yet you could save the money, and in a couple of months, you'll be able to afford to go to Milan, to Paris, to, you know, all these fancy places. It's not expensive.
And so it works smoothly with motherhood. Like everything just
Absolutely.
runs.
You have to have an understanding partner too.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have the traditional Kenyan guy who's just like, no.
We're
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna attack my
When we retire, we're going to
check out.
Right? Oh, wow. I'm on this side.
because we're talking so much about you being a mother to two beautiful daughters.
Yes.
I'm sure people are dying to know, how do you keep this body?
Well,
like your husband, yeah?
So the thing is portions.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I just feel like, of course, we get hungry. I get hungry. I get the munchies, you know. But I watch what I eat.
I'm sending virtual hugs to every girl on the table. She said portions, and I'm like,
Even me, I'm just like,
Right.
checked out, done.
No.
What
No.
exactly is your like binge food though?
So, like, I eat everything. No, for real. I
a
eat
good answer,
everything. I do. I don't even like, I eat dessert. I eat mains. I eat everything.
but isn't this the cliche answer for?
No, but it's true.
right?
They never
So the
really
thing-
tell us what they really do.
No. So the thing is, just eat it in moderation. Eat three big spoons and that's it. Stop. You have to know when to stop. Like, stop. I know it's delicious, but stop.
Do you work hard at all?
I do. I cycle. I'm very outdoorsy. So they also say that it kind of helps a bit if you kind of had a working out type of life before.
Yes.
So I played basketball. I was very fit before. I think it helps. So
Yes.
your muscles kind of get tight. You
Yeah.
push a baby and you snap
And
back.
you
Push another one and you snap
And
back.
genetics come into play as well?
I think so.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you're giving me a
Kale,
little
you know.
bit of hope, yeah?
There is hope. Do you have any? No kids yet.
I'm married, but I have no kids, and so of course we're going to do maybe in like the next few years.
Yeah.
And I'm actually a rugby player.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm already an active person.
So you're gonna
I mean,
snap
I'm
back?
No,
not
you're
as
gonna
small
snap.
as you.
Oh, trust me. As long as you don't get a CS, you're gonna snap right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like that's a whole new show.
It-
Like
No, for
seriously.
real. For real.
With the travel,
For
please
real.
tell me. And I was so dying to know when I
Yes.
looked through your Instagram and all these beautiful pictures. What's your favorite destination?
I've been asked that so many times.
Yeah?
It's so crazy because I don't have a favorite. I think my favorite destinations are the ones that have a story, not the shallow ones that have tall buildings and shopping. It's the ones that have, it's Egypt.
Did you just insult Dubai?
Sorry, I kind of did. I think I kind of did. This is like for all the Kenyans who are like Dubai, business class,
Okay, so then we
class.
should expect to be seeing you in like museums.
Oh yes, it's about, you know, depth. It's about temples.
Okay.
It's
So
about
you're not a shallow model.
No. I like the story. I like when I was young, I did a lot of Egypt. You know, the story of Cleopatra, the Nile cruise. You know, Aswan High Dam. You know, a bit of depth. Yeah. And then now I feel like I'm more adventurous. So I'm doing a bit more. Like my recent trip, I bungee jumped. It was so crazy. I have gone skydiving.
Never.
But
yeah.
the bungee was ridiculous.
Miss me with that.
Oh
bungee
my
jump.
God. Like, so they get you to the very edge. And you know, you're thinking, yeah, I can do this. Then you kind of like just look down. And it's really crazy because you go all the way down and you dip into a pool.
No.
What?
Yeah,
What do
for-
you mean?
As
Head
if it's
first?
not enough, yeah. And they kind of like you're holding your hands out. I have the video. I should have shared it with you, but I still will. So your hands are out. Then you just kind of fall.
Oh my goodness.
And the thing is, you're supposed to fall halfway and then like go in for the dive. Jeez, that was worse than skydiving.
What? I like how you can
I can't,
bungee
guys.
jumping and skydiving.
No, for real. For real.
But I like the way. I like the way. I like the way that you're
I'm
putting
raising my face.
that. I like the way that you're putting that into practice. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who say I'm adventurous and I'm this and
Yeah.
you see a lot of profiles that don't match the person.
Yeah.
So you coming on the table, it's really like everything you're saying is
You're
just
living.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
living. A lot of people don't know that you're a lawyer.
Yes, I am.
Do you practice?
I don't. See, I became a lawyer because you know how our parents are.
Yeah.
They're like lawyer, doctor. My sister is a doctor. My brother is an engineer. I'm the lawyer. And so I got into that suit and I'm a creative. I was just like, I can't. You know when you start
trapped.
feeling just like, let me out, yes. And then I went to court and it died.
Died.
It died because then you have to only wear black and blue and browns. The makeup is drab. The hair is black. It's not who I am, you know. I'm vibrant.
Now I kind of feel better for not finishing my criminal justice career because I don't think
Well
it's
done.
finished my career.
Cheers to all the dropouts.
Not drop out.
I didn't drop out.
Don't
I
do
did.
that
I
on
did.
this
I mean,
stage.
you have to
Dropping out, you
finish.
finish
I believe
your
in
degree,
finishing.
yeah, and then you do what you love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you finish, and no one can take it from you.
The thing is, follow your heart.
Yeah.
I believe in finishing, but if you can't, don't beat yourself down. The rest of your life is still ahead of you. You know, follow your heart.
You're a go-getter, and I know Ella's got a question.
Ask me, Ella.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You know, you guys don't do the hard job on this table.
What do you mean?
Okay, so everyone's talking.
Sips tea.
Sip on.
Please. Everyone's talking because you actually went into a business venture with a friend, and then it actually like went right, and then suddenly your private life is all over. Everyone's trying to find out who the heavens you are, what you're built on. Here, in your own words, kindly please tell us about the entire, and I will call this the Posh Palace saga.
Is it 100 marks at the bottom?
Oh
my gosh. My fingers are crossed. Okay, so this is how it all... No. The thing is, we have the best intentions when you're going into something. We want for it to work out. I believe in dreaming and wanting, you know, it's like a romance, you know.
Yes.
And the thing is, we plan, but you never anticipate what's going to come and happen along the way. It's like an accident, you know. You plan, it's like a marriage. You plan to live forever and, you know, live happily ever after. You saw us together. We were happy. But, you know, shit does happen.
Yes.
And when it does...
Sugar, honey, iced tea right back. So
when it does, you got to be real.
Yeah.
Because I'm not one to hide behind... tables and chairs. I'm real. If it's not working, it's not working.
Yeah.
And whatever the consequences will be thereafter, you gotta face them, right? Yeah. You gotta be real. So it didn't work out. I decided to move on. We all decided to part ways. She decided to start her business, and voila.
Let me ask you a question. Was it because a lot of people have speculated, and I'm sorry, I'm not about speculation.
Yes.
I'm not about that life.
Yeah.
But because we are close, so I've never asked you. Was it a personal disagreement or was it business?
It was business. It was business. And you see the thing about business and friendship, it always, I think you've heard, it always complicates your friendship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I met her in the beginning of a business because she was an influencer for the agency, and I did her honeymoon and da-da-da-da. And so it started off business, then a friendship brewed. And then we went back into business, and I guess I thought that the friendship would continue, but it just didn't, you know. And then at times some lines are crossed.
Yeah.
They cannot be uncrossed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and you have to know.
It's really eye-opening.
Yeah.
It's eye-opening when you talk about that, because looking from the outside in, a lot of people can be judgmental.
Yes.
Because there are people who, you know, didn't want this to work from the jump.
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be people like that.
Of course.
When they see a group of women sitting here together, it's like,
they want us.
Or if you guys are setting
Correct.
up, but the way you speak, you had the best intentions at heart.
Absolutely.
And you're looking at it as a relationship that, you know, sometimes it's going to work and sometimes it's
not. Yeah.
And that's mature. How do you feel about now her setting up shop right next to you? And this is a question that we got online, and we have to pose it to you. How do you feel about that?
Well, the thing is, the beauty industry in Kenya is over 1 billion. There's so much. Me and her alone, as in me as Susan, is only like a tiny 0.000, you know, a tiny, tiny fraction. Even if like 10 people set up shop next to me, it would I'd still be cool.
Yes.
There's enough to go around.
Yeah.
I don't even know why people see it as it has to be a fight or we have to have beef. Or there's so much that we can even cover, you know. So I say welcome to the business. Join me in the journey.
Look at her.
And discovery.
A very loyally answer though, yeah?
No, for real.
I feel like we're getting the diplomatic answer.
No, honestly.
So girl,
Like, are we
talking?
No, listen. Have you seen me making any comments out there, even with all the drama? Have you seen me saying anything?
The funniest thing
I
is,
have
the
not.
last time that I actually saw you, you and your friend Chero was seated down at Java drinking wine.
Yeah.
As in, literally, I feel that you've moved on to a different place. But there's something that
And the truth, Ella, the truth is this. I've got many things going on in my life. I always have been busy. I'm an entrepreneur. I've always been an entrepreneur, meaning I can pick myself up. This is just one thing. This is a small bit of my life. There's like so many other, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like Susan is like 10 different things. So Posh Palace is just a tiny drop.
So, and with that, you say you have so many things going on. What is like a typical day? Like, how is it? The waking up? Do you work out?
Yeah.
How does your day line up? A typical day for you?
Well, it depends on whether I'm traveling or not. If I'm here, I would wake up. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like an insomniac, you know. I wake up, I read. I go back to sleep. I wake up again, see my kids off, and then traffic to Posh, and then meeting with employees, and then for some reason things just happen. Interviews, the day just
she said earlier that she works out, but I think she's got the busy life going, so you need to get up and get things done.
Yeah,
but I still want to go back to that,
to the T.
Yeah, to the T, because there's a lot to learn.
Correct.
I come from a family of very many sisters, and you grow up and become women, and there's sisters that were not like hunky-dory, we don't get each other, we're like night and day. And then I have sisters, body language, everything, we look at each other, we know what we're going to do.
Like me and you.
So
Stop.
So, what would we say
is my lesson?
Yeah, like, are we affirming that women cannot work together?
No,
are we saying that?
No. I would not say, I'm such a sucker for like bromances and, sister love and sisterhood. But the thing I must say, and the truth is, we're different. My background is different. Where I come from is different. So unfortunately, your past will have an effect on who you are in the long run. You get? So I really want for all of us to be the same. I really want to believe with you too, if we had to be friends. But the truth is, as I stare into your eyes,
But then sometimes...
But the truth is, we're different. And, I really want it to work, but I have to be realistic and just say that, I guess we're different.
Yeah.
And the truth is, even with this particular situation, I realized that different backgrounds, different people, different, I thought we would be the same, but we're not. And when that showed, then I had to walk away.
So are you saying you're never going to merge and turn into like
maybe with you?
I will bring my cheekbones to the cheekbone.
Well, I would say, join me.
Oh my goodness, can you imagine how that would look?
Like the cheekbone club.
Oh God, you guys would have like the fiercest.
You're not allowed to have highlighters.
Oh my God.
Let's get back to the focus here. So you'd say that you've learned...
What have I learned? I have learned a lot, obviously. I have learned that, you go into something and it doesn't work out. You have to... I've been here before. It's not my first time.
Yeah.
People have let me down. People have disappointed me. People have broken my heart. And I've learned to wake up, dust myself off, and keep walking. And as you've seen, I'm good.
Ooh,
I'm good,
It's funny.
What you could say.
Yeah, she came with a film.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask something. Because for me, like, if I actually went through what you've gone through, like, at some point, most of your employees left. Actually, like, how did you feel about that lack of loyalty? Because one thing about it is honesty. How did that work? Because literally, for me, loyalty is my, that line you don't cross with me.
Let me tell you, Ella, because this is not my first business. The lack of loyalty is a thing, especially here in Kenya. And it's not just for me, it's for everyone. Ask business people. You'll be very close to somebody, the people that you're closest to will steal from you. And it has happened to me in the past as well, So it's not new for me. I just feel like it affirms, unfortunately, my thoughts on people not being loyal and truly just believing and trusting in yourself first. Because people will let you down. I think I've said that. And they will, and they will continue to let you down. Spouses will let you down. You cannot have faith in human beings, honey.
So what advice, stemming from the experience you've had, and it wasn't that pretty, what would you advise to the people at home and even to us who are trying to partner in business with family and friends?
With each other? Lydia, why are you exactly
around the table?
No, I don't know you, girl.
All of us.
I'm feeling a bit scared right now.
Yeah, she's like,
well, before all you ladies get into business with each other, come and consult me first. No, but seriously, I feel like there's, I don't know, I don't want to put in my skepticism in my heart, whatever, in this situation, but I would say, put your paperwork in place. Being an influencer is not equals to business.
Okay.
I mean, business is about it's about the.
I gotta say this.
Yes.
She says likes do not translate into
Thank you.
popularity.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That is not business, guys.
Any particular person in mind, but I've realized how marketers and a lot of people that the decision makers behind the scenes want their products out there, and they feel that certain people are in touch with the masses.
Yeah.
So they're so lazy. They literally scroll through social media, and most of this is not organic. I'm just schooling you.
Yeah.
And they believe that these are the people that are going to push numbers. But I truly believe, like, when it comes to the work,
it's hard work.
and then that's what it translates to.
Business.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What decision did I make?
Correct.
So that's 17K, 20K, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to get out of the superficial.
Correct.
And I think you've experienced the real taste.
Correct. It's not about being pretty. It's not about. It's real. Business is business.
Yeah.
As harsh
It's
as
not
it
about
sounds,
celebrity,
If you're an
it's
Instagram
real.
model, can you walk a runway? You know,
Correct.
any girl can take a pretty picture. Yeah.
Correct.
But
then
can
what?
you do?
Thank you.
Can you do the work?
Thank you.
Can
Thank
you
you.
do the work?
Thank
Oh my
you.
goodness.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm at school right
No,
now.
for real. So even as you talk to influencers and you go like, oh my God, post this for me and do this for me. Let me tell you, honey, that is just the beginning. As you've not even scratched the surface.
From an actual lawyer here.
Yeah, for real.
Like getting free legal
For real, for
Like,
real.
take caution.
Would you get in business again with friends again? Or is it like, do you know what, I've been burnt too many times, that is it?
Well, I think I've grown up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm there. I think Susan is now a brand. I think I'm now confident enough to walk the walk and do my thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, no more.
No more.
So
wow.
can I take you down now?
Yes.
You gotta tell us about hubby, because basically there's something about you that's simply delicious, and all the guys out
Ella?
there, shush. All the guys out there are wondering, okay, fine. So who's the lucky man, and how does he manage to keep you, and how do you actually manage? How long have you been married?
It's now 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
And your kids are?
What age?
I want to get into you now.
Oh, Ella, you are really digging. I'm just like, jeez. So I've got an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old. So yes, one is well within marriage and one is outside marriage. But
Okay,
yes.
so how? Now you gotta give me the dish.
Okay.
How do you keep him interested? How does he keep you interested?
Especially
how
with
does
the
romance work?
traveling.
Because a lot of me, I'm sorry, this end of the table, me and this girl.
So we're the married ones here.
Yes.
We're the
Well,
foreign married
ladies.
ladies.
But you know what? We make it look good.
You look at us,
Let me
like,
take
look
notes
at
for the
these women.
Please take notes.
For the future.
I'll tell you this. Marriage is what you make it. I feel like people feel like married women have to be like drab and boring. And look at us. Look at the three of us. And she's sassy and hot. And,
Well, if you don't
it can be.
say.
And so the thing about my life is I don't parade my husband or my family out there, if you've noticed, even on my gram and stuff. I like to keep my life private. And the reason for that is because of Kenyans. You already see, like, you know, one thing happens and, you know, if I already had all that out, it would be like, okay, and this is the husband and these are the children, you know. So I like to keep my private life private, you know.
No, but thank you for letting me in like a
tiny bit. Yeah.
But I will say one thing. Beautiful couple.
Oh, she knows.
Beautiful
knows him,
couple.
really.
And I can tell you that they're, you know, 100%. That's why it's not necessary for them
Yeah.
to be like all the time. But they're great couple. Like, I love them. Like, they look great together. So.
Speaking of great
Thank you.
I couple these children up because I have refused that I've been rejected and pushed out. It's that time that you love to hate. It's game time.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, wow.
But I'm after you guys.
This is what you need. Let's go.
Thank you. Yeah, thank God.
Okay, so yesterday,
Yes,
Lydia let
you
me
should.
down
I
in
should post some of
such
you
a
guys.
big way. Lydia, this is all your fault. So I'm going to test her and actually find out, is she smarter than an 8th grader?
By the
Which
way,
is, are you smarter than a standard 8 student? So basically, on these papers.
Can I put a disclaimer? In other countries, there's no class 8. It's up until class 7. So
Right.
Okay, fine.
No.
Your class 7. Anyway,
Are you smarter than a small
this is how
child?
the game is going to work. I'm going to allow our guest, Susan, pick a partner that you feel is competent and looks smart.
Oh, goodness.
I'm Team Red.
Team Red, let's do it.
Okay, so
Let's
Team
do
Red, Lydia and Dana, you are together.
The odd one out.
The yellows and the browns.
Yes.
We'd high five, but we're fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So can I start with Team Yellow or whatever color this is?
Brown
Yes.
undertones.
Yeah, that was.
All right, fine. So I'm going to ask social studies. What I'm going to do is literally the fastest ones to answer. You get the point.
Okay.
God. Yes. Sorry.
All right, you ready?
We're already scared.
What's the longest river in Africa?
Nile.
Yep. no challenge. Okay, fine. Name the only canal in Africa.
Suez Canal.
What? But she's
I'm a traveler.
She's so well traveled.
Monique, you ready?
Yes.
The first president of Kenya.
Jomo Kenyatta.
You see, you got this. Who colonized Uganda?
Do you know?
British.
The British. I would assume the British.
Doing an accent, it sounds more real.
I'm gonna ask the
Right now you're at 2-2.
2-2. Wow.
Yes.
A compass has how many directions?
4.
No, that's not our question.
Directions.
What was your question?
yeah.
Yo, I don't understand your question.
A compass.
Oh, 4. I didn't get it in the beginning.
Okay.
That's for main direction. What does Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania share?
A lake.
Victoria.
Have you actually seen Lake Victoria in Tanzania?
Less traveled.
Passport?
I was about to say
There's an East African passport.
Yeah, there
What did
is.
they
That
share?
makes sense.
Swahili?
There's
I
an
don't
East African
know.
passport.
Swahili.
That's vague.
They all use shilling.
What's the answer?
They all drink beer. I mean, what do we want?
Kilimanjaro is 2
I
countries.
mean, there's the shilling, there's the
Yeah.
passport. That's
Yeah.
a very...
A colonizer.
That is so far away. You should like
I'm
be
actually feeling
striking.
like the smartest one on this table right now. Okay, so we're moving on. Categories.
Let's move.
Okay.
No, here, I didn't look at the answers once.
All right.
Anyway, science. Are you guys...
Okay. Let me hold up my
Name 4 blood vessels in the body.
4 blood
White?
vessels.
Outer.
Those are cells, honey.
She's
What? Name what? Pulmonary. 4 blood vessels in the body.
Vesicle.
Time up. Okay, this one I have to read the answer. Pulmonary vein.
Yes.
Pulmonary
You were right.
artery.
Yeah, I was. I was.
She got it.
But she's far. She should come here so
Okay.
we can Bro, we need to
I kind of was trying
How
to.
many types of pollution are there? Including the one that I
Noise.
gave you.
Noise, air,
Air.
Noise, air, light,
sound.
trash, sound. Noise, air, light, trash, sound.
You're so American.
Trash. Trash is not one of them, but you. I'll give it
that's
to you.
waste
Team Red. Team Red, I'm going to give you this one. You guys, keep quiet. Yes? What occupies space and has weight?
And has
I know what it is.
What occupies
Space and
has
has
weight?
weight.
Mass?
Matter.
Matter.
Okay.
Cheese. Oh wow.
We just won them.
Okay, there's once in a blue moon.
Okay, sorry. This is for all the flooding.
Okay.
Team gold and yellow. Are you ready?
Okay.
What instrument is used to measure the amount of rainfall?
What instrument do you use to measure?
Oh my gosh, this is... I remember the diagram.
I hate
Right.
like you're thinking way back.
I wouldn't even embarrass myself.
Yay!
Team Red got it.
Oh my
Okay, fine. So Team Red, this one is yours, but if you guys want to steal it, right?
I'm so happy.
It's
The
a
solar
bonus.
system is made up of
Planets.
Planets.
and
Galaxies. Solar
And-
systems.
The solar.
thank you very much.
Solar systems.
So Team Red gets it.
All right. Apart from waterborne diseases, what other borne diseases? Are
Airborne.
Airborne.
Okay, fine.
Bloodborne.
I'm sorry.
Airborne,
I feel
bloodborne.
like Team Red won
Yay!
simply because I can't look past their lipstick.
It's just because they coordinated.
They did. Next time, girl.
No. Next time.
T-shirts.
Next time, you need to know you need to wear red on a show like this.
There's always something about a girl in red.
Yeah.
It's a confidence
So
thing.
Susan,
Yes.
what highlights this year? What are you looking forward to before we let you go? You need to tell us. What are you
Well,
looking
I think
forward
this year it's just been my travel show is my highlight for the year.
Nice.
Yeah, for real. I'm really looking forward. I'm about to sign next week on a special whatever with, I can't even talk about it because of course it's an NDA.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm super psyched for this.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that.
Thank you so much.
She said she's
Thank
always
you.
doing something.
Yes, I am.
We're so glad you could join us. And even if you're always doing something, make time to watch this show. We're on Facebook Live. Make sure you catch us on YouTube and follow the highlights. Follow everyone on the gram. And of course, the hashtag is Let's Talk, even on Twitter. My name is Monique Betts.
My name is Elo Anjiro. And remember, 2026, 8, interact with us.
Yeah.
And my name is Lydia KM. See you tomorrow, guys.
My name is Dana DeGrazia. Bye.
And you've been hanging out with Susan Kaittany.
Bye-bye.